and welcome to my channel. I'm Despina, and if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, particularly if you are much into archaeology, gaming and digital media. So this is video number 1 of how to use Twine video series, so consider it a super short intro to Twine. I've used Twine to create an interactive story for my PhD, a story that I constantly keep changing though. So, as I had quite a hard time to find all the necessary and mostly current information about how to use Twine, I would like to save you some time by creating these short videos. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. And apparently Twine is an open source tool for telling interactive nonlinear stories, created by Chris Klimas in 2009, so it's not like a very new tool, but it keeps being updated and updated. It is available for Windows, for Linux, for whatever you want to, if you want to download it, or you can also use it online. We'll most probably use it online right now. I have it downloaded at my computer, and I have also created a story with that, which we will see in a moment. So that's how it looks like. As you can see, you can directly click on story, or you can import files, which is essentially very convenient. If you have Twine, you can save like Twine stories in your computer, and you can essentially import them. So that way you can save a lot of different stories in files in your computer in Twine form, and then you can actually import the files back online. I prefer to have it downloaded in my computer and have everything saved there, but yeah, we'll get there essentially, and I will also tell you how to export these stories. But as I said before, today we just have a little bit of we just look at it. So click on story, and you'll get this. That's how it looks like. You can move it around, obviously. You can put it in the middle or in the corner. You're free to do whatever you want with that. Now, regarding the content of it, you can click it, and yeah, that's our first line of our story, the test that we are doing. So if you have problem with coding, you can always search online, because there is like a huge amount of users that they are very happy to share their tricks and codings that they have used in order to, let's say, import music, or import images, or change the color of the text, or yeah, just have a look around. And also I'll put a lot of this kind of stuff in this series. Yeah, that's the community that you can actually post questions and have different users respond. Back to our story, let's write our very first line. So yes, you can delete the text and essentially just begin writing whatever you want. So it was cold, it was dark and cold. That's our first line. Here it is. So our story begins with the phrase, it was dark and cold. It doesn't do anything. In order to do something, I need to put there the box brackets, double box brackets, and see what happens now. Play it. You can play it with the play button there, or on the bottom. Here we go. It was dark and cold. So cold obviously is clickable. It doesn't do anything though, so we need to create like something. So click on the cold passage, we call these passages, and he was freezing. Here you go. If we play it, we click on cold, and we have he was freezing, and we have the arrow that we can return. We'll talk about these arrows. You can keep them, you can do whatever you want, you can get rid of them. Let's put two options. it was dark, and it was cold. We could also put some information on the cold, on the dark passage, so he couldn't see anything. Good. Makes sense. Alright, two options. Dark, he couldn't see anything. Back, cold, he was freezing. Marvelous. So now you have essentially your story there, and you can continue adding more and more passages as you go, linking back content, and as I mentioned before, we will see what else. Let's import our file now. I'm going to import my story, Trowels and Bones, to see how it looks like. So that's how a story, like a story, like 10-minute read or play story looks like. You can see some coding here. That's about music. We'll talk about music because that was a big frustration of mine. And yeah, essentially that's how a story of 10 minutes, 15 minutes read looks like. And that's how you can actually, it looks, the interface looks when it is exported and it's properly playable as a game. So you can change everything. You can change the color, you can change the pictures, the images, the music, as I said, the whole background of it. You can essentially do as much as you like or as less as you like. Twine, that's the beauty of Twine. It gives like a lot of freedom to create content and to tell your stories. So yeah, I think that's all for this video, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned for our next video on Twine. Thank you.